One of the most dangerous issues related to animals in general is encountering a creature with giant physical characteristics accompanied by a predatory nature, feeding on every organism in its vicinity. Whales, naturally, are difficult to find creatures larger than them or possessing the same open appetite they have. However, if you look at most whale species, except for the orca whale, which is not classified as a whale in the first place, you will find that most of them do not pose any danger to medium or large marine animals. Despite their strength and massive size, their nature is non-predatory. However, recently, the world discovered the existence of a remarkable whale that embodied a killing deity, combining strength, size, and predation, dominating the marine world for millions of years and instilling terror in all marine creatures. Welcome, I'm Davis, and in this episode, we will talk about Livyatan, the deadliest whale in history. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell to receive our latest videos. The Biscayne Ichthyosaur Desert, located near the southern coast of South America, is considered a goldmine for marine paleontologists. The area has yielded the discovery of multiple extinct whale species and peculiar giant penguins that reached heights comparable to humans. These creatures inhabited the Earth for millions of years. During an expedition in the early 21st century, a research team in the region pondered the question of what could be the greatest discovery they might encounter there. One of the colleagues presented them with a fascinating image of a massive tooth resembling amber whale teeth, but unusually large, measuring up to 40 centimeters. He explained that this tooth had been discovered in Chile, in an area with a similar landscape to the Biscayne Ichthyosaur Desert. He suggested that the answer to their question might lie in finding the skull of the whale to which the tooth belonged. In 2008, on the final day of the exploratory mission, they indeed discovered the skull of a gigantic whale, measuring 3 meters in length. Although a portion of it was broken, the jawbone remained intact and corresponded in size to the giant tooth that had been found in Chile. Upon initial inspection of the fossil, the research team concluded that it belonged to a previously unknown genus of whales. Further research and study revealed that this whale species had existed in the oceans for 13 million years, during a time when the largest shark in history, the Megalodon, thrived. The whale, considered an ancestor of the amber whale, is one of the largest toothed predatory animals in the world, possessing characteristics and a nature far more dangerous than any amber whale, even surpassing the fearsome whale portrayed in the novel Moby Dick. As an ancestor of the amber whale, the research team bestowed the name Livyatan upon the whale. This name was used by American novelist Herman Melville in reference to the fearsome amber whale in his famous novel Moby Dick. Melville drew inspiration from the real-life incident of a massive amber whale destroying an American ship in the early 19th century. The same name, Livyatan, was originally derived by Melville from a mythical creature, a sea monster resembling a serpent. Over time, the name Livyatan became a term commonly used to refer to any powerful sea monster. In honor of Herman Melville, the author of the renowned novel, the research team named the whale Livyatan Melville. If we take a general look at whales, we find that each whale species has its own feeding strategy. For example, the blue whale is known for its baleen plates instead of teeth. These are thin plates that hang from the upper jaw of the whale. The blue whale primarily uses these plates to filter food from the water. Despite being the largest animal to have ever lived on Earth, it relies on tiny shrimp-like organisms called krill for its food. The blue whale doesn't consume just a few krill per day, it consumes an estimated 40 million krill daily. It accomplishes this by opening its mouth underwater and engulfing a massive amount of its food in one go. The baleen plates work to trap the food inside the mouth while expelling the water. This species of whale does not pose any threat to larger marine animals. Now focusing on toothed whales found in the Amber's Ocean or the beaked whale, we find that despite having teeth, their biting strength is weak, and they are not accustomed to using their teeth for killing prey. They rely on suction feeding and swallowing their food whole, similar to how the sperm whale feeds on giant squid. Despite the fact that the average length of a giant squid is 10 meters and weighs around 275 kilograms, the whale does not consider using its teeth to cut it. Instead, it suffices to engulf and swallow it whole in one go. The common characteristic among all the whales we mentioned is that despite their immense size and strength, they do not pose a real threat to larger marine animals, unlike the orca, also known as the killer whale. The orca uses more than 50 sharp teeth, each measuring 10 centimeters in length. It firmly grasps its prey and cuts it before consuming it. If you want to learn more about the orca, you can find a separate episode about it on the channel. Scientists have inferred from the size of the skull and jaw of the Livyatan whale that its length is similar to that of the beaked whale, ranging from 15 to 18 meters. However, it differs significantly in jaw strength and bite force. Researchers suggest that it possesses the strongest bite of any known predator in history, with giant teeth measuring around 36 to 40 centimeters in length, which is more than twice the length of the teeth of the beaked whale and 3 times longer than the sharp teeth of the predatory orca. What is even more astonishing is that the diameter of a single tooth can reach up to 12 centimeters. Unlike modern beaked whales, the Leviathan whale has teeth in both the upper and lower jaws, and the upper jaw's tooth has a notch where the tip of the lower jaw's tooth fits, indicating that the whale was capable of slicing off large chunks of flesh from its prey. Its diet likely consisted of large marine animals, particularly other whales. Unlike the typical orca, which is known for hunting in groups, the Leviathan doesn't require a group for hunting. Here, you can imagine a conflict between two of the most powerful marine animals in history. Scientists believe that despite the difficulty of one of them being on the other's menu, the similarity in their dietary habits certainly paved the way for conflicts and confrontations between them. Furthermore, scientists suggest that the Leviathan, in addition to its presence around South America near its discovery, also lived in tropical regions around the world, similar to the amber whale. Therefore, the possibility of it encountering the Megalodon shark is highly likely. The answer to the question of who can prey on the other in a confrontation is still a subject of debate among many people. Whatever the answer may be, it will undoubtedly be an epic battle. Unlike amber whales that spend most of their lives at depths ranging from 200 to 1,000 meters, the Leviathan existed before amber whales adapted to diving to such depths, specifically with the availability of multiple food sources near the surface. Based on this, scientists believe that it may not necessarily be accustomed to diving into the depths. It is important to note that the Leviathan, like the beaked whale, possesses an exceptionally large brain, which indicates a considerable level of intelligence. This means that it relies not only on sheer strength but also on its intelligence. Additionally, it utilizes a powerful sonar system similar to that of modern beaked whales to locate and easily detect its prey. This is achieved through emitting pulses that the whale generates and receiving the echoes that bounce back to determine the exact location of objects in the water. Essentially, it creates a comprehensive map of the ocean, and the unique method employed by the Leviathan, specifically in tracking its target, involves providing real-time updates on the shape and position of the body or target it is pursuing. Furthermore, scientists suggest that the speed of the Leviathan could reach up to 50 kilometers per hour, making it incredibly difficult for any prey to escape. Regarding the extinction of Leviathan whales, scientists and researchers have not reached a 100% confirmed cause or even a specific time for their extinction. However, the closest theory suggests that they became extinct around 6 million years ago. The same factor that led to the flourishing of this species of marine creatures was also the cause of their extinction. The large numbers of fish, dolphins, and sea mammals that were abundant during that time period helped the whales thrive and meet their huge food requirements. With the Earth undergoing a series of climatic changes towards the end of the Miocene period around 6 million years ago, the numbers of many marine creatures started to decline, which in turn led to the extinction of the whales who depended on them for food. If the Megalodon and the Leviathan whales were to fight today, who do you think would win? Let us know in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe. And if this is your first time seeing our channel, hit the bell to receive notifications whenever we post new videos.